Thank you, Ryan, for inviting me to this session. My name is Sergio Montúfar from Guatemala, based in Mesoamerica. I am a dark sky defender, the board director of the International Dark Sky Association, also a delegate for Latin America. This journey started with my passion for the stars and my passion for photography. Mixing both gives me the opportunity to outreach people and to teach them about science, about space, about atmosphere, about geology, and bringing people to the subjects is easier for dark sky defender to share this also knowledge, because you create this bridge between people and nature, something that has been gone with the growth of society. I am a professional astrophotographer, started working for Planetarium de La Plata. I started a couple of years astronomy at the University de La Plata. I am a scientific movie producer. I produced El Camino Eterno with El Planetario de La Plata. They produce El Camino Eterno. I actually collaborate with them, sharing the astronomical heritage of Argentina. And now my goal is to share the astronomical heritage of Guatemala, which has truly amazing treasure in the Mayan worldview, and which is a culture that is still living and practice different type of astronomy that we'll like to bring you guys in this presentation.
This is excellent. So when you started this outreach and activities related to the preservation of dark sky and talking about the light pollution in your region, so did you find any difficulty or anything? Because I know we all are the cosmic tribe people. We all love the stars and we all love to engage people and understand people that this is something which is very precious, or something which is very which is connecting all of us together. So how you started your journey? Yes.
My journey started with astrophotography. I was practicing in the fields of Argentina, Buenos Aires province, which is totally, most of the sites are light polluted, and it's a total flat land. So you can straight see the horizon, right? So while I was there one night, I realized that the atmosphere was something really special. It's not just empty, it has a lot of density. And I saw a wall, a wall in front of me, some kilometers away from me. I was not able to see the stars in the horizon. It wasn't cloudy, it was just humidity. And that humidity was increasing the light pollution from the nearby towns. And this is how I learned how the light interacts with the atmosphere. And when I was realizing that, I thought like, we're gonna lose this thing, right? We're gonna lose the only dark skies that we have left, because I knew about this. I knew about recent studies about light pollution and recent maps that they released. And it was really my surprise when I saw the scientific publication in 2016 about 80% of the world population below light pollution. And I thought to myself, like, this is an opportunity for dark sky areas to preserve the dark skies right now, because in 10 years or 15 years, those areas are the only areas in the world where we're gonna be able to see the stars. And if we have this futuristic vision, we know that and some important companies like FORBES and Chile and Spain and Norway have increased their tourism activities thanks to dark skies and to other astronomical phenomena. So if we put this in value right now, in the future we're going to have those areas protected, and we're going to have a flow of people coming there, and it's going to be sustainable. So I started asking people, in Argentina when I was back there, to help me learn about this, to connect with people that works to preserve the dark skies. I learned Viviana Bianchi, I met Andres Risi, two dark sky defenders of Argentina, and they introduced me with International Dark Sky Association, and the Glow at Night. Connie Walker, and Connie Walker introduced me to the people that are International Dark Sky Association, and then I learned about these programs, these dark sky programs, and I said like, this is a perfect fit because if you certify this area as a dark sky park or the dark sky or dark sky sanctuary, you will put this and you use astrophotography as a tool to promote this site, then you will have a lot of people coming to your site, and you develop sustainable activities that will also work with local communities, which is a really important aspect in developing this type of preservation.
Yes, this is excellent. I would like to ask you a few questions related to dark sky preservation. For example, how do you think, how much support from your government or any other organization is important to connect you with the right people? For example, when you started, I'm sure you may have faced some difficulties in initial stages. So how difficult it was for you to make this important issue more, approachable for them, like how they can connect with your mission, how you connected them with your mission, your government,
Sustainability. One of the main goals of any government is develop some works, right? If you provide work to people, that's something important. So bringing these new activities, because astrotourism is really new in the world, it's totally new. Dark sky conservation is a concept that only 1% know about this issue, right? So when you come up with these new things, and new ideas, some of the authorities will bring them with you, and they say, okay, this is good, but this is a very futuristic approach, right? So it has been really difficult for me from the need to preserve dark skies. Why do we need to preserve dark skies? Nobody cares about dark skies, right? Nobody watches stars, and it's true. Nobody was looking at the stars. But then I realized that if I promote the dark skies through the art of astrophotography, it was going to be easier. So I started this social media and new ideas for photography and new ideas to present the night sky and relate this with culture. So promoting this cultural behaviors and culture are really important for our goal, right? So I said like, okay, we did this special work in Argentina of this Camino Eterno documental. Everybody said, a lot of people saw the movie. It was a planetarium movie, huge production for Latin American country. And I said like, this is the perfect way to reduce the learning curve for people. Because if you go through documents, if you go through pictures, if you go through scientific movies where you present the dark sky, the night sky in time lapse, in astrophotography, it's way easier because you create that bridge from the nature and people that has been lost. And when you publish a picture in the web, in Instagram or whatever media, maybe you have 100 followers, but you create something really new and important. And that 100 followers you have, from those 100 followers, 10 are going to produce the same picture, and they have the same 10 other followers, and that's going to multiply, and that's going to be multiplying. That's the powerful tool of photography. They can multiply your message, and that's the way I've been doing this, by multiplying the message. So developing new ideas, because I have to be really creative. I don't want to do the same thing other photographers are doing. So you present your work in different ways, and you create different things. You teach photographers to do different things. Most people will follow what you're doing, but that's going to be good because your message will reply and multiply. And that's the strategy I've been following. I might not have a lot of followers in my media, but I have the specific followers I want to have, because I know they're going to reply my message. And in Guatemala and other countries in Latin America, there also has been a lot of work by other dark sky defenders through the years, and they have been doing great. And but you know, I find it easier because I have the tool, you know, the tool to outreach people. The best tool is the astrophotography. Just like my picture in the back, you know, that picture in the back is showing me that the Northern Star is not at the same spot that was 12 years ago. The Northern Star should be there if it wasn't 12 years ago. It's not there, right? And that's the volcano Pacaya erupting. So I have a total story to tell in my picture, not just about, let's look at the Northern Star, what the Northern Star is. We talk about the movement of precession, then the explosion of the volcano. But then you see the sky is blue. Why is the sky is blue? There's no moon. It was because of the light pollution, right? And that light pollution from the back of the volcano is affecting the way we see the sky, you know. And you bring all these concepts to people, and I think that's the perfect tool. And I know we can actually make a tool, a total movement in astrophotography around the world with this.
Yes. How do you think that, how many different dark sky defenders and networking sessions actually helping each other or working together is a better way of communicating this important message to the world? How do you think that, how we can create a bigger momentum into this? Because light pollution has effects on health, environment, even climate change as well. So there are so many other things, but people do not include much of light pollution issue in their normal phenomena when they talk about this. How do you think, how many stories do we require? How many new stories required to advocate for the dark sky and educate people about this issue? Because this issue is little complex somehow, because people don't consider this light pollution is actually a pollution somehow in general. So what do you think that how we can make this issue more? Do you think that we need some artistic element into this, or do you
Yes.
think that we need more stories related to the dark sky? We need
Yes.
more stories, more cultural connection with astronomy, more
Yes.
connection with yes. So do you think that what are other tools that we should use, and how much networking is important in this dark sky defending mission?
I think we have to be strategic, right? Because we, as amateur astronomers, when we start to do the outreach, we outreach to our networks, right? And we learn from other people who is doing outreach. I think one of the strategies I follow is to go to universities where we can find architects and also engineers who are the ones who are developing this terrible situation. I mean, it's their fault. Urban growth, light pollution is about it's about engineering, and it's about architecture. So if you go to this, academics, and you teach them about this issue, they will think further, and they will know that there are different ways to design their lighting systems. So I think one of the approaches that I've been doing is talking to this academics, and it's bringing a lot of results, because most of the architects now, they have this in Guatemala, very important architects, they have already this concept, and I know in the future they will develop this concept in light pollution, because other architects in the world are doing the same messy designs. So now that they know that this is a messy design, that this is actually causing a disaster in the world, they're going to try to do different things, right? And of course, in the cultural aspect, I mean, countries like yours, like my country, we are descendants of huge, amazing culture that had a lot of relation with the stars, right? For the Mayan in Guatemala, I mean, Mesoamerica, America, we have this beautiful observatories, ancestral observatories that no one in the world has. You know, I think they're even more important than the pyramids of Egypt, because there everything is done related to astronomy. But one of the most important aspects is to find out which countries you still have living cultures. Like in Guatemala we have a Mayan living culture, also Mexico. We're talking about region right now, Mesoamerica. We have a living culture, right? And the living culture, they do other type of astronomy. It's not the same science that we do, but it's just different science. And it's local science where they analyze the natural phenomena, and that's the way they predict when are they going to put how their lifestyle is going to be, because they know how to read the nature. And that's an astronomer. An astronomer knows how to read nature. Well, not a lot of astronomers. Most of astronomers right now are number and data related, right? But when they work in observatories, like example Chile, they know about the environment. People who is doing astrophotography, they know about my environment. You and I that do outreach with telescopes and observations, when we take a telescope, we know about the environment. So it's kind of the same thing, but different, right? So putting this in value is important because it will bring development to local communities.
Yes. This is really, really important. And apart from that, I would like to say that we need policy as well in the country, like a country like Pakistan, because we have so many dark skies, and we need to have good amount of information in regional languages, in other languages, so people can understand this important issue, as well as there are so many places that people should come and visit and see the real dark skies in Pakistan as well. I would like to see
Please take me there.
Yes, please. You are most welcome. And I would like to invite you to Pakistan and visit and see all the dark skies in all four provinces that we have throughout. It's all completely filled with the darkness. So you will find so many dark sky places in Pakistan, from north to the south, literally, because it's there is less light pollution as compared to the other countries. We have Balochistan, we have northern areas which are completely dark, still completely dark and filled with the darkness. I would like to see your video as well that you are going to show us. So would you like to share it with us?
Yes. Just before that, I would like to tell you about Mexico.
Sure.
So maybe you guys would like to research more about this policy, because they are a great example on developing this policy. I would love to get this policy in Guatemala. I'm following a different approach through national parks. And but the approach that Mexico did, I think they have a 10-year time frame to restore their skies. So it's a really good example for us to watch out there what's going on.
Yes.
And about the video that you guys are going to see, the Estrellas Ancestrales is the sample, a very important astronomical artwork I developed with the help of the Ministry of Cultural Affairs.
Right.
The sample is about 22 images of Guatemalan dark sky heritage. It will show you sacred sites. Sacred sites are lands that the Maya use for their spirituality. And also you will see archaeological sites, which are some of the most amazing sites in the world. This story is told through the Nahuals. The Nahuals are the name of the days of the Mayan calendar Cholquij. So what you're going to see is an artistic representation of the Nahuals mixed with the astronomy of the Mayans in different archaeological sites. And I really hope you can enjoy this video and share it. Just to give you some idea of the of how important this artwork can be. Develop an artwork like this is that this work has been presented in more than 16 countries now, and has been exposed to the public by more than 4 years. It's going to be 4 years this year. And now with Pakistan, I don't know how many other countries you're going to reach. It's going to be much more. Now it's a Pakistan, it's 17 countries now. So I really hope you enjoy it. And if you have any question, please, you can contact me through my Instagram, Pinceladas Nocturnas, or my website, pinceladasnocturnas.com.
Yes.
It's Estrellas
Thank you so much for sharing this video, and I'm glad that you're part of this cosmic tribe now, and sharing your video, your whole journey with us, especially your work that you mentioned. We would like to have this kind of collaboration in future as well. We would like to learn more about the dark sky from you and how we can make this idea of dark sky preservation more effective in Pakistan. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm going to share this video with my viewers, and I will also share this link of your Instagram and your website as well to your viewers. Thank you so much for joining. Have a nice
Los mayas reflejaron sus avances astronómicos en arte, estelas, monumentos y códices. Desarrollaron calendarios avanzados capaces de predecir eventos astronómicos. Actualmente el uso del calendario Cholquij es muy importante debido a su uso ceremonial en las comunidades mayas por parte de los contadores del tiempo. Esta es Guatemala, la tierra de los mayas. Estrellas ancestrales. He aquí el guardián del cielo, que ofrece con fuego sagrado el punto donde el cielo y la tierra se tocan, el principio y el fin. Sabiduría cósmica, un corazón que se convierte en una estrella. Mi destino es la noche, donde brillan las estrellas. Sitio sagrado, nacimiento del río San Juan, Aguacatán, Huehuetenango, Guatemala. Soy como el agua y mi única verdad es la luz. Allí donde nace el río, eso es lo que soy. Mi camino, mi destino, en mi lugar sagrado, escondido por el tiempo, cerca del gran volcán de San Pedro. Allí mismo, donde parece que Hunahpu hizo un gol. San Marcos, la laguna, Sololá, Guatemala. Tierra sagrada, en donde invocó el ancestro por el lado este de la estructura 12, el altar dedicado al nacimiento de un niño, como símbolo de la renovación del pensamiento y nuestra forma de actuar. Somos humanos y todos somos hermanos. Somos familia, la tierra es nuestro hogar. En nuestra tierra debemos sembrar amor, sembrar paz, ya que Hunahpu e Ixbalanque plantaron las semillas en el patio de su abuela, Ixmocale. Estructura 12, Parque Arqueológico Nacional Tacalí-Jabaj, Retaluleu, Guatemala. algunos peces saltando y casi no se pueden ver las estrellas. Pero Ixbalanquej, rodeado por una corona de colores, pinta en honor al altar maya. Conmemoremos el planeta, cuidemos nuestros ríos, lagos y nuestros árboles que son nuestros hermanos mayores. Sitio Sagrado Laguna Lemoa, Quiché, Guatemala. El ave de colores, mensajero de luz, visitas transformadas en conjunción. La cruz cósmica que quedó en Isimché indica en dónde está el maíz sagrado. Deja ir a las aves malas, especialmente lejos del maíz sagrado. Parque Arqueológico Isimché, Tecpan, Guatemala. Necesitamos equilibrio en este universo caótico. Recuerdo a mis abuelos y sus consejos. Me dijeron que no repita mis errores. Siempre nos permite estar en armonía con la Madre Tierra y saber perdonar. Altar 8, Parque Arqueológico Nacional Tacalica-Baj, Retaluleu, Guatemala. La pureza de la madre naturaleza, lejos de la contaminación lumínica. Esta noche de petróleo, Ixbalanquej, entre una corona, pintó el bosque de Petén, un pulmón del planeta que está en peligro, en medio de la densa niebla que se eleva entre los árboles. Los árboles, nuestros hermanos mayores, en una de las vistas al oeste de un enigmático Templo 4, en el Parque Nacional Tikal, Petén, Guatemala, Patrimonio de la UNESCO. Tucurbalam es el lugar donde está presente la llamada. Esta noche el corazón en el cielo y el corazón en la tierra juegan entre gotas de agua suspendidas en la atmósfera. Uno de los antepasados, en la estructura 12, el jaguar con un hombre dentro de su boca que nace con un cuchillo en la mano, así como Saturno a Antares. Monumento 67, Sitio Arqueológico Nacional Tacalija-Baj, Retaluleu, Guatemala. Soy la noche y dentro de mi corazón llevo una estrella que debe brillar. Te traigo esta oferta por el bien del amanecer. Que los enfermos encuentren salud y que el mundo encuentre la paz. Monumento E, Parque Arqueológico Quiriguá, Izabal, Guatemala. Patrimonio de la UNESCO. Es el rey Cactiliu, tallado por artistas. Cuánto arte y cuánta historia tallada en una estela. La estela H de Quiriguá. Esta noche recordé mi camino en la cara de esta tierra bendecida. Quiero ser un mejor humano para el bienestar de mi tierra y mis hermanos. Estela H, Parque Arqueológico Quiriguá, Izabal, Guatemala. Patrimonio de la Humanidad, UNESCO. Soy como el agua que nació en un lugar sagrado, donde el río de agua purificada fluye entre las rocas. Con mi pasión y mi fuerza no encuentro barreras. Mantengan vivos los ríos, los pozos y las lagunas que forman parte de nuestra madre tierra. El Gran Jaguar, Parque Nacional Tikal, Petén, Guatemala. Sitio de Patrimonio Mundial, UNESCO. Y Mosh. Mientras soy testigo del movimiento de precesión de la Tierra, mirando hacia el corazón del cielo, el polo norte celestial, un monolito de estilo olmeca corre de este a oeste en la estructura 12 de Tacalica-Baj. Se transforma frente a mis ojos en el corazón de la Tierra. Estructura 12, Parque Arqueológico Nacional Tacalica-Baj, Retaluleu, Guatemala. Evitemos las tristezas, las calumnias y las mentiras. Que comience el nuevo amanecer. Esta es la señal de que está aclarando. Templo 2, Parque Nacional de Tikal, Petén, Guatemala. UNESCO, Sitio de Patrimonio Mundial. Puntos cardinales. Al este las Pléyades y el planeta Venus, donde había un fuego sagrado. Esta noche simboliza la energía, la fuerza y el calor que existe en nuestro corazón. Parque Arqueológico Isinché, Tecpan, Guatemala. En el horizonte, el color amarillo de la atmósfera, encontré la línea que divide la tierra y el cielo. La única conexión entre el corazón del cielo y la tierra es Yakshe, que muestra el ciclo del tiempo. ¿Cuánto tiempo tuvo que pasar? ¿Cuántos años de evolución para que podamos presentar un poema visual al árbol que tiene sus raíces en el inframundo y sus ramas en el mundo divino? Esta noche, en una noche sagrada, la ceiba. Parque Arqueológico Quiriguá, Izabal, Guatemala. Patrimonio de la Humanidad por la UNESCO. El paso de Hunahpu en el cielo. Primero vestido con una corona y luego con un halo. Es el paso del tiempo en la estructura 12. La llamada al antepasado, la serenidad y la alegría en los corazones de los abuelos después de haber conocido la justicia de los Can en la tierra, exclamaron: vamos a descansar al Camé. He hecho todo por allí, por la vida de los hijos de nuestros hijos y que sea duradera. Centro de Espiritualidad y Medicina Maya, Quiché, Guatemala. Estructura 12. Parque Arqueológico Nacional Tacalica-Baj, Retaluleu, Guatemala. Gran Jaguar, el líder de la ciudad. Con una vista hacia uno de los puntos cardinales, allí donde nacen el sol y las estrellas, sostenidos por la fuerza del norte, sur, este y oeste, el Gran Jaguar. Parque Nacional Tikal, Petén, Guatemala. Sitio de Patrimonio Mundial, UNESCO. ¡Qué fantástico sentimiento de estar vivo! Tener conciencia para ver y percibir dónde estamos y hacia dónde vamos. Sentir la naturaleza, las plantas, ver seres vivos, ver las estrellas y los planetas. Estela F. Parque Arqueológico Nacional Quiriguá, Izabal, Guatemala. Soy el guardián de la tierra. Soy el pago y el equilibrio del amor y la justicia. Yo soy la oferta. Templo 4, Parque Nacional Tikal, Petén, Guatemala. Sitio de Patrimonio Mundial, UNESCO. Que nos demos cuenta el daño que le estamos haciendo a nuestra madre naturaleza. Y que sí, protector de la ley material y espiritual, establezca el orden y la precisión. Plaza Central, Parque Nacional Tikal, Petén, Guatemala. Sitio de Patrimonio Mundial, UNESCO. Gracias.